What up guys, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today I bring you a super good and exquisite video. It's a new deck list that I saw it on Andrew Mahone playing it. So the deck is Blissey V with Dunspores. The Dunspores, once I upload all the videos or before this video, I'm gonna do a deck profile and I will leave a link. Well, not a link. You guys already know. I already took it. I saw this list on Andrew Mahone's YouTube channel, and I decided, well, let's see if this deck actually has what it takes to go up against one of the meta decks like Suicun, Jolteon, Single Striker Shifu, Rapid Striker Shifu, Mew, and Gengar. So let's go ahead and see here if we can actually pull what the pull the win and actually do what the deck is supposed to do. Let's see if we break. Let's see if we don't break. Let's see how it performs against one of the meta decks. So without further ado, guys, I'll give you here the Blissey V versus Suicun. If I'm not mistaken, that's the first matchup I went up against. But we're gonna confirm it right now. Maybe it's a different one, but I'm pretty sure it's Suicun. So let's go ahead and, without further ado, jump into it because it's a really good matchup. So let's go ahead and proceed. So right here, my opponent starts with the little guy, and my opponent top deck the Lombre, and there he goes. He can automatically bench it. Now, we are good on our part due to the fact that we do not actually overbench on our side, so Suicune will not be able to do that much damage. But right now here, this is not the starting Pokemon that we want to have. We want to start with the Blissey, but we're gonna go here. I'm taking a look to the cards because since I have never tested it before, I just saw the videos, saw it was cool, and I was like, let me test this out. And we're gonna play Senior's Resolve, discard 2 cards and draw cards, depending on the Pokemon of how many Pokemons your opponent has on his side. So right now he has 3, so we're gonna be drawing 6 cards. And then we managed to find the Blissey, attached Cape of Toughness, and over here, what we need to do in this situation is just attach into the active, hope he can attack, or if he doesn't attack, then on the next turn we can just attach energy, fast retreat, and see what we can do. But the bad part of this Dunsparce being in the active is that his retreat cost is 2. And you don't want to start with it. You do not want to start with it. You want to start with that Blissey V into the active, so that way you can take knockouts and attach as many energies from the discard pile as you can into the active. So let's see. My opponent here does not have that much to work here. I mean, he can get himself the Inteleon Shady Dealings, or he can get himself the Sobble, the Drizzle for Shady Dealings, get that Quick Ball, probably getting, as you can see there, eyeballing that Suicune. And if I'm not mistaken, the best option here to discard is one of those Cramomatics that he has in hand, because you do not want to get rid of those rare candies. They're pretty good. And my opponent in his list is playing the Mewtwo, so if you have it in hand, you can put it at the bottom of the deck and draw 1 more card for more draw power. I don't know why he's shuffling, but he's going back in. But there it is, Capacious Bucket, drawing 2 more cards, and that will also be good because he gets 2 energies out of the deck, and then he can Quick Ball 1 away, so that way he can set up for the Marnie play, the Melanie play, accelerate the energies, and start taking knockouts. And right now, what my opponent can do also is retreat, use the ability of the Suicune to draw 1 more card and see if he can get that Melanie that he's looking for. Oof, but our opponent does the job right here. He automatically switches. The bad part is that we cannot um, recover that energy into the bench. But that's good because if eventually he targets it, we can just attach another energy, retreat, get it back with the Blissey. And my opponent is passing the the amount of damage that we can do here will be just 40 damage, and we're gonna be attaching those lucky energies. The lucky energies is if your opponent attacks you, you can draw up to 2 cards, depending on how many lucky energies you got, and then draw 1 per turn. So it's pretty good draw engine for this deck that does not have that many draw power. And yeah, and I'm doing 369. I'm doing 100 damage here with my Blissey, and he's gonna get rid of that Cape of Toughness. Now let's see what else we can do. He attaching per turn, evolve. Probably gonna get that evolution instance to evolve into the Lombre beam. No, he's gonna go for the Marnie, helping us here, and also helping himself, dude. Because right now my opponent is set up. He doesn't actually need that Lombre. I mean that Ludicolo. That rare candy to evolve into the Ludicolo, because he can just easily evolve that one Lombre in the bench and do 100, so he can do up to 220 damage. 240, if not I'm mistaken, 240. And look at that, yeah. But right now he does not have a way. He is trying to. Yeah, but I think he overbench a lot of Lombres, if I'm not mistaken. I would've searched for another. And there it is. He attacks for 140. I draw 2 energies. But like I said, in my opponent, I would have attached the capture energy into the Sobble. Well, we couldn't do that because he already attached water energy in turn, and those hammers coming in clutch. Let's see if this one hits. It didn't, but taking 1 energy away from him is pretty good, because that way he cannot. I mean, he can power up another Suicun, but he's okay. And right now here we can get rid of those 2 lucky energies, heal 120, and attach 1 more, the powerful. But we're going to go sorry, trying to set up another Blissey, because since he has a bunch of freaking Lotat, he can just easily evolve them and do up to 300 damage and knock us out, because that's all he needs. And he, in the next turn, if he can find himself Inteleon quick shooting, that will put him in range also to take, to hit the numbers. So bosses orders the Sobble so we can take a knockout in it. But yeah, so we counting here, securing the knockout, and then 3-6 hit it for 70 damage, taking the knockout, and then grabbing no, I already attached return, grabbing those energies. So that's pretty good. Yep, taking our first knockout here with that Sobble, so that way he does not evolve it and get himself something good. But of course my opponent has the Melody, so he can just easily use it, accelerate that energy into the active, but he's not going. He's going for try to get another Suicun. No, he's going for another Sobble. I don't think. Ooh, and we forgot to attach the energies. Also, when we attack, we were supposed to attach the energies, then we didn't. So we misplay over there. Hold on a second, let's see what my little big boy Duggo wants, because I already took him out, so I don't know why he crying. So let's go take a look. I'll be right back. Now we are back in action. I don't know what I missed, but let's go here and check this out. He's doing 120, 140, 150, 160 damage. So he's still not being able to knock out our Blissey, but we should have attached the energies when we attacked the Sobbles and we didn't. So, and my opponent, well, he's not going to say nothing, so I have to be on top of that. But we're gonna go ahead and use Fan of Wave, put that back. So we need to, like I said, we need to pay more attention when we play this. Like, it's my first matchup ever playing this deck, and I really enjoying it. But now we no longer have, I think, healing shenanigans. But we're gonna go ahead and attach all the energy so we can here and do 3, 6, 9, 100. It'll be 120. So we do 120 damage to that Suicun, and since my opponent does not have a way, he does not have another Suicun setup, it's gonna be pretty difficult trying to. I mean, not that difficult, but you can easily power it up with just the Melanie and energy per turn. So it's like it's very low maintenance. But still, it's better to have a secondary backup attacker. So instead of searching for that Sobble, I would have get another Suicun, use that Melody, attach the energy, draw 3 more cards, and then we can play, do more stuff with that hand. But he's gonna get that Puku Muku. Not quite sure what he's looking for here, but he's gonna be able to draw 1 more card. Probably, yeah, he has the energy, so he can use Melanie. And that Pukumuku, you don't have to bench it, because I think I look at the card in a few minutes right here, and yeah, because I asked him, hey, you can play it, and he said, no, I can play it because it's supposed to be in hand. But yeah, the Pukumuku, since I've never seen people playing it, you can just easily, if it is in your hand, you can just play it, put it at the bottom of your deck, and draw an extra card. So I was just double checking here. What the heck does that card do? Because it's good. I mean, 1 more extra card, you could have a boss's orders in there or a key element card to just target it. But let's see what he does here. Because I know my opponent here will be taking a knockout on this Blissey, and for the following turn, I don't think I have a knockout in it. He has 120, 140, 150, 160 damage. So first of all, before we get knocked out, we draw our 2 cards, and then we draw it. But of course, I should have promoted. I should have promoted that Blissey, not this guy here, because we needed to put more pressure into our opponent. We should have attacked here, but I think he has a 1 retreat cost or a 2, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I'm not quite sure, but we'll check that out. I think he has 2, so I misplay here. I think he has 2 retreat costs. Let me see before we attack. We take that back. You're checking how much HP he has left, because right now we're doing 50, because it does 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, 60 damage. So we're just gonna do 60. But of course, I'm not quite sure how much retreat cost it has. I think he has 1 retreat cost here, if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna double check just in case, you know. Let's go here. Yeah, he only has one retreat cost, so we didn't misplay there. We didn't do nothing illegal. It has one retreat cost, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good indeed. And then we managed to take a knockout into the Suicun. It didn't have a cape of toughness, so it had 140, 180, 140, 150, 160, plus 60 more. That should be a knockout, 220, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it'll be 220. So that's a knockout. Scoop out in net that Sobble, attaching the cape of toughness, so he's not knocked out. He has energy per turn and a Melanie. Capture energy, don't search because you don't have no bench space open. And there it is, the Melanie. So my opponent will be doing here 140 damage, 140 or 240 depending of whether or not he has the Ludicolo, but I think he has it with that Evil Instance. Oof. So we're in a big trouble here because if we cannot find ourselves um, the necessary cards to heal all that damage, 240 damage, we need to see if we can heal it all out. Uh, and my opponent here, he would have had if he would have had the rare candy in hand, that would have mean another another Ludicolo, another 100 extra damage. So he would have taken a knockout here. But lucky for us, he didn't have it. So that'll be it. He'll be doing 140, 240, because he does 120 base with a full bench, counting the active, plus 20 more at the on my bench. So yeah, swinging for 240, and now he's counting how much we are going to do back at him. So it's 3, 6, 9, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170. 170 damage to him. And that lucky card energy allows us to draw more cards even if we are not knocked out, so that's pretty good. Now, do we have the necessary, I mean, we have the psychic energy, so we will be able to attach the psychic energy, heal it up with that suspicious 10, and then that will be 180 plus, that will be 80 plus the potion. Oh, but we misplayed that one. We did not think straight there. We should have used different. Oh, but don't worry, we have the double, so we're gonna be healing all that damage that he did there. Pretty busted. 240 damage just heal up. So we're not gonna be able to do that much damage here, but we managed to heal it up because that's the whole thing about this deck. Try to heal as much as you can and see how it goes from there. And Judge, for those who don't know what Judge does, is it's like a Marnie, but it doesn't give you the extra card, the 5th card, and then you don't put them at the bottom. You just shuffle your deck, and each player draws 4 cards. So it's like a good card. So you don't, trust me, the Judge is necessary in the game, in this deck. Sorry. Due to the fact that since you're drawing a lot of cards from the lucky energies from Senior's Resolve plus the draw per turn, there will be scenarios where you can deck out with a bunch of cards in hand. You don't want that either. But there it is. We attack for 60, and now we prioritize the draw thingy. So okay, so there it is. Draw 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 per turn. That'll be 4 extra cards we're drawing, and let's see what we got. We got 2 Lucky Ice Pop. Now let's see if they work here. So Lucky Ice Pop healing 20. We'll be going down to 120, and then let's see if we can get that Lucky Ice Pop back into our hand. And nope, we are not. And my opponent is super happy that I did it. And then we're going back to 100. And no, so unfortunately, we might have to do something else here, due to the fact that, and we have Senior's Resolve, so that's good. We're gonna be able to draw more cards, see if we can find ourselves another psychic energy, so we can draw, so we can attach it and then heal it up with the other one. And Senior's Resolve, with Senior's Resolve, we're gonna be drawing 6 new cards, and that's pretty good. Let's see how it goes here. And I don't think we got what we needed, but so we will have to attach attach the capture energy and hopefully not die. If my opponent has a secondary tool scraper, we will get knocked out here because I already have 160, no 100, 220. No, I don't know. But if our opponent attacks us here, we're going to be going for 240 damage. So like I said, even if he doesn't have the tool scraper, oh well, if he has a tool scraper, he wins. But we need to set up in order to you know, to guarantee so we can stay in this game. And then you guys must be wondering, what the hell am I doing with a Ditto when I have Path of the Peak in play? Well, the Ditto here is not supposed to be a Ditto. It's supposed to be another Blissey, but due to the fact that I couldn't find my last Blissey, well, I have to, you know, go for what I had. So we're gonna be attaching 3 new energies into the Blissey, and hopefully my opponent does not have ooh, but he has a rare candy. That is not good. So he can just go easily level ball for another Drizzile Evolution Instance if he has 1 extra, and then rare candy into the Ludicolo, and then take a knockout here in this pesky Blissey. If not, then my Blissey will survive 1 more turn. So let's see if he has it. No, he does not have another evolution instance, but he's going to prioritize that. He does not have Drizzle, and he does not have the evolution instance, so that's pretty good. I don't know if I didn't saw correctly, but I think I did. And there it is, Pyukumuku drawing him 1 more card. Let's see what he gets. And no, he got a Sobble. That's not good, no bueno. And like I said, my opponent is in a very bad situation here because he cannot take a knockout, and then that will mean that I am in the lead with I have 240 damage, no 260, so it's 120, 130, 140, 150, 160. I have 260 damage. We are alive just because we have the Cape of Toughness, but let's see if we can find a way to heal all that damage that my opponent did here. Because that's the most important thing in my opinion here, to see if we can get ourselves. I mean, to see if he can. So we're healing 80 damage. So we have that, but the thing is, we're not going to use it because he only has 60 damage, if I'm not mistaken, right? Because that's how much we did last turn, or 120. I don't know. So we're gonna use the Hyper Potion, heal ourselves for 120, discard 2 energies. That's pretty good. Now we have 60 damage, and we're gonna see if we can find ourselves more lucky Ice Pop. We're gonna get rid of that Ditto because we don't really need it, and that Dunsper, and draw 6 new cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's see if we get the lucky Ice Pop. We have a Palpat. That's pretty good. We have another Suspicious 10, but I think what we need is the lucky Ice Pop. So let's see if we can redeem ourselves here. And my opponent is not having it. And yeah, we got it. We are going to be able to heal ourselves 1 more time for 20 more damage. And no, but as you saw there, 260 damage. We dropped it down to 20 damage. That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome indeed. And we will be able to do 3, 6, 9, 120, 130, 140, 150 damage, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200 damage. So that is a knockout here into this Suicun. And oof, 60 plus more damage. So that's pretty good. And remember, those powerful energies give you 20 extra damage. Plus, Blissey has a 10 base damage. So it does 30 for each energy you have, plus an additional 10. And by the looks of it, I don't think my opponent has a way to get out of here. He has another Suicun in bench, but due to the fact that we have a gazillion time, there it is. So that will be it for the matchup. And I froze. And that'll be it for the matchup. My opponent, as you guys could see here, he had no way to get just set up back again. We did, and I froze again for some reason. Let's see if we can come back here. There it is. We are back. But that's the power of the Blissey. So I hope you guys enjoy the video as much as I did. And I'll have more matches with Blissey, so hopefully you guys can enjoy it and see how powerful this deck is. And we just beat one of the meta decks. So I froze again. Do not know what's wrong with this camera that I'm always freezing. But you guys know already what it does. I'll catch you guys on the next video, and hopefully you can see more epic battles between this one. And see you guys on the next one. You guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you. And I'll let you guys go.